Thank you for joining us on CBA News in Brief. My name is Wangui Ngugi. A group calling itself the Veterans National Advisory Forum has filed a case at the Constitutional Court against the House of Elders' decision to extend the House of Representatives' term to January 2022 and their term to January 2023. The Veterans Forum says both houses, established to represent the women and men of Somaliland, have been sitting for a period much too long by any democratic standards. The veterans, represented by Engineer Mohammed Hashi Elmi, Majahid Hassan Gureja, and Sheikh Mohammed Haji Hire, wants the Constitutional Court, led by Chief Justice Aadan Haji Ali, to overturn the House of Elders' pronouncement terming it unconstitutional. The chairman of the Veterans National Advisory Forum, Mujahid Hassan Gurejama, who addressed the media after filing the case, said this is the only option that was at their disposal. He added that the House of Elders, as currently constituted, is illegally in the office. The Constitutional Court is yet to announce the date when the case will be heard. Somaliland Minister of Transport and Road Development, Abdullahi Aboko Osman, visited the Berbera corridor road construction work to connect the port city of Berbera and the town of Wajale on the border between Somaliland and Ethiopia. The Minister of Transport, accompanied by representatives of Nael and Bin Hamal Hydro Expo establishment and Konsa Consulant, tasked with the construction of the road, announced that the first 10 kilometers will be completed by the end of January 2020 and the overall road construction works will be completed in the month of May 2021. The Minister of Transport and Road Development said that the government will not allow any shady roadworks which don't meet the international road standards, adding that the ministry will develop procedures to measure traffic and freight traffic so that the roads are safe. He added that the old road was 7 meters wide and now the new one will be 11.3 meters wide road with a carriageway of 8 meters, while the other 3.3 meters will be shoulders. Engineer Abdikarim Omar, the top engineer in the Ministry of Transport and Road, speaking during the occasion, said that they have started major road works between Hargeisa and the town of Dar Buduk, which is part of the Berbera corridor, and expected its completion of the first 10 kilometers by mid-January 2020, together with the construction of the Dar Buduk bridge, which is now underway, and other bridges will follow in the future. Meanwhile, Engineer Tayasir of Nael and Bin Hamal Hydro Expo establishment said they are working with 6 Somaliland contractors working in different areas, which is progressing well and promise to increase the speed of construction. Somali Security Agency has arrested suspected Al-Shabaab members on Tuesday in possession of a hand grenade. The National Intelligence and Security Agency Twitter account posted a picture of a man and a grenade he allegedly wanted to use to carry out an attack. The National Intelligence and Security Agency said the suspect was arrested while on a mission to carry out attacks and will be brought before the court for charges. The name of the man and the specific location he was preparing to attack is not yet clear. This is the second arrest within a week by Somali security agencies. On 23rd November, another suspect was arrested with the help from the public after planting explosives in a parked car in the KM5 Zobez area. One person was reportedly wounded in the vehicle. Security has been intensified in Mogadishu and its environs in recent months as the government fights the Al-Shabaab militants. The president of Somalia's southwest state, Abdiaziz Lafta Garin, has received in his office a delegation from the Finland's embassy in Somalia and Finland's Foreign Affairs Ministry. The officials discussed humanitarian assistance to flood victims in Beledweyn, security and the progress of the United Nations projects being implemented in the region. In the state's provisional state capital Baidoa, the Finland's embassy delegation to Somalia discussed with President Garowe the various ways in which Finland, partner non-governmental organizations and the SWS authorities collaborate to have a positive impact on the lives of the state's inhabitants. The visiting team emphasized the importance of the mutually supporting activities carried out by the state authorities, the United Nations offices, agencies and programs, and the African Union mission in Somalia. The delegation underlined how a good relationship between the federal and state governments in Somalia is important for strengthening federalism, if it is based on strong institutional foundations and respect for the law, and if both levels of government share a common vision and values to benefit all Somalis. A tropical cyclone is making its way towards Somalia and could cause flash flooding in various parts of the country later this week. According to meteorological reports, Tropical Cyclone 06A is forecast to make landfall in east-central Somalia on December 6th as a tropical storm. Up to 4 additional tropical cyclones may develop across the northern and southern Indian Ocean before the end of the week. The development got underway on Monday as a tropical depression developed to the east of Somalia. The new depression near Somalia is expected to become better organized in the coming days and become a cyclonic storm as early as Wednesday. Rainfall may reach the northeast coast of Somalia on Thursday morning, with an increased risk for downpours from Thursday afternoon into Friday. Heavy rainfall across the northern Somalia and neighboring parts of eastern Ethiopia will bring the risk for flooding and mudslides. Damaging winds are also possible near the coast where the landfall occurs. While the most likely area for landfall to occur is between Adale and Bandabeila, all locations along Somalia's coastline should closely monitor this storm. The governor of Banadil region, Omar Mohamed Mahamoud, who is also the mayor of Mogadishu, has directed municipal rescue services to stay on standby. The mayor toured the headquarters of the rescue services to assess the level of preparedness in case of an emergency. The police have also set up a hotline number 991 for people who are at risk of life-threatening situations. All emergency units in Mogadishu, which doubles as the state's capital, have been mobilized and are under high alert. Up to 4 additional tropical cyclones may develop across the northern and southern Indian Ocean before the end of the week. About 7 children have died of diarrhea in the town of Ado under Bakol region in the last 2 days following flooding in the region. Several other people are reported to have contracted the waterborne diseases as facilities such as toilets were washed away by floods. The heavy downpour has led to a devastating outbreak of diarrhea and cholera and has left thousands of people displaced. According to the United Nations, over 300,000 people are estimated to have been displaced by the floods. Well, these are some of the stories we have lined up for you tonight with Eunice Decor. My name is Wangui Ngugi. Thank you for watching.